settle for less.
Nunca, 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 nunca,
Sometimes
nunca.
it seems that we gotta lose it all before we can see that nothing lasts forever. Risk it all for love. Love is from above, and all my life is for you.
Hacia
So
ti,
I'ma live it up.
siempre real y sincero, y sincera es la música.
I'ma live it up.
Con amor verdadero, vamos pa'lante. Yes, sir.
Have you ever
Yeah.
ever been in doubt, trying so hard to figure it out? I've spent many days lost in myself,
Solo yo.
drowned in this world, had to reset. I never ever go back to that again. Say I gotta get up and get on my way, leave the negativity way behind me. Say I'll never
Nunca más.
never settle for less. Sometimes it seems that we gotta lose it all before we can see that nothing lasts forever. Risk it all for love. Love is from above, and all my life is for you.
Hacia
So
ti,
I'ma live it up.
siempre real y sincero, y sincera es la música.
I'ma live it up.
Good afternoon, everyone. So you must have recognized already with the track that what program is gonna be on air right now.
Líbrate la mente, un amor verdadero, vamos pa'lante. La vida es lo mejor sin ponerle interrogante.
Yes, my dear lovely audience, this is Pam back on air with you, and we have been all missing with you, and we are with program Empathy Hour with Pam. And she has been quite some time away from us, and you're all listening to Radio Dawn 107.6 FM live transmission with Pam on Empathy Hour.
Yeah, do you know why? Can you hear me now?
La música.
You can hear me now.
Yeah.
Líbrate la mente, grita lo que sientes, grita lo que sientes, líbrate la mente, líbrate la mente, líbrate la mente. Siempre real y sincero, de Copenhague hasta el Caribe, siempre real y sincero.
Oh,
dímelo.
say I never.
So, hello. Yes, my lovely, lovely audience. Yes, Pam is in the studio today. And I know everyone has been missing her from quite some time. So, Pam, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And guess who is just behind me? Shikri.
I know. I know
listen.
he has been missing you as well and very excited about you. He is very excited to see you here. I know. And
Yeah.
everyone is. We are all actually, in fact. And I'm sure the audience must have been also very excited because
You're
when
smiling.
yes, I'm smiling, definitely. I'm smiling,
Mhm.
looking at you. I'm definitely smiling. And the thing is, like, as soon as I played your track, I'm sure they must have realized who is in the studio and which show is going to be on air today.
Yeah, thanks for having me today. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. But I've been away, I've been poorly.
I
I've been
know.
really poorly.
You have
Um,
been telling me about it, but just tell me what happened. And I think audience wants to know as well. Our listeners want to know because they love you so much. They've been missing you so much, and they really want to know what actually happened with Pam.
Or is it you want to know what's something with me?
Yes,
Yeah, right.
I know a bit.
No, I was, it's coming on now to the winter, and I can only talk about what happened to me last year. I had to admit myself in hospital because I've got like a cold fire. So what happened, I inhaled carbon monoxide poisoning, which I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So I was in hospital just before Christmas last year and came back out in January.
That's
And
quite
from
sad and depressing when I heard about it also.
Yeah.
It's very sad actually. And
But
how was your like? How did you go through it and all those things? It must be quite depressing, but you are a strong woman.
yeah, but when you live on your own, and this is why I
Yeah.
keep saying to the listeners, if you got family member, you got elderly family, mothers, father, checking them, come
Mhm.
in the winter and everything else.
And keep on checking
Yeah,
on them.
and
Yeah.
check for the warm. So it's a lucky thing, I went outside and almost collapsed.
Oh my God.
So if I did collapse
Mhm.
there, nobody wouldn't find my body for weeks and
Oh.
weeks and weeks.
Oh my God.
So
That's.
because I got a shop across the road, I asked him to phone the ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
So the ambulance would take up to 4 hours. So he closed the shop up and take me to the Queen's Medical Center.
When I'm imagining Pam, this is really making it gives me shiver and goosebumps. When you were telling me the other day, also, I really felt very, I was just thinking about it whole night. And yes, you're right. When you have the point you have made across is very right. When you have elderly parents and they're living alone, because in this
Mhm.
culture, you have most of the parents. The system is like this. They are parents are mostly living alone,
Yeah,
kids are
yeah.
away, so they should keep on checking on them. And by grace of God, by grace of Allah, I'm so glad and thankful because you had a courage and you have a strong, you're such a strong woman
Oh,
that
thank you.
yes, that's true, there's no doubt about it. You're a very strong woman, as I know. So you had a courage and you went and you had energy to call the ambulance.
Yeah.
And you're right, and it's such a sad thing to hear. If
When we talk about human kindness,
yeah.
he didn't have to take me to the hospital, but kindness, I've been kind to a lot of people as well. So you look up to, there's a saying, you scratch my back and I'll scratch your back.
You are right, you are right, you
you know,
take care of, yeah.
yeah. So it's the way we treat people as well. We have to treat people with respect.
And
And,
yeah, yeah.
and one of the biggest things, trust is a big responsibility as well.
Absolutely, you're right.
Because by talking and everything, instead of telling the whole world like what I'm doing now about myself. So when I was in there, I had permission from the CEO at the hospital that I can talk
Mm-hmm.
about about the NHS and the radio. So we'll be sending a tape
All
to the
right.
NHS as well. We're
that's
going to
that's great.
talk about little bit, but I had permission from them, and also they had to do a check on me as well,
Yeah.
and they had to check up Radio Dawn to see if I'm a genuine person.
That's really great. And to just to tell our lovely listeners and audience that now NHS, you have to take a permission to talk about for any subject related to NHS. And she is Pam, as you all know, is such a valid and a well-known person and loved by all and it's known by everyone. So she has got a special permission.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. So we him one of the CEO as well.
Yeah.
He did the phone in as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm very grateful because by Afcon legislation,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't talk about the NHS, otherwise the radio would be in trouble.
Yes,
So
yes, that's
everything
true.
I do is I've got to have permission and a
Yeah.
check as well.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Pam. It's not just radio; it's every media.
Yeah.
NHS has that um, legislation, as you mentioned, a regulation that you can't talk about or publish anything without the permission.
I got to go through
You got to,
communication.
yes,
Yeah, so I
absolutely.
got permission from them.
Yeah, and just share with us about your health and how you manage and how was it and your when you were in hospital and everything. Just I
I
think
tried to be a lady when I was in hospital. And, when I was in there,
you are always a lady. There's no doubt about it. You are such a nice and kind lady.
only because you see me at my best behavior at the moment. When I was in there, I realized a lot. We don't appreciate the NHS. A lot of us do not. I appreciate the NHS because almost every month they're still checking on me to see if I'm okay. and everything else, and also because I got eating food intolerance as well.
Mhm.
So I'm there as well. I'm losing a lot of weight as well.
That's what I've seen and observed you. And I was
Yeah.
really shocked when I saw you, because I saw Pam after quite some time. I was also away. And then when I met her, I was really shocked that you have tremendously lost weight. It's tremendous weight loss. In
Yeah,
fact,
7 stone.
my
I'm
God.
7 stone, and I got to wear 3 pair of trousers just to keep one up.
Oh my God.
That's how we call it, the happy empathy hour.
Yes, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've got bad food intolerance. As I say to you when I came in,
Yeah.
I just had a mint, polar mint, and
Yeah.
it started taking the effect on me at the moment. So it's leaving me with pain. So sometimes when you have an intolerance, it can react straight away.
Mhm.
It can take up to 12 hours and it can take up to a couple of days.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And sometimes you can get IBS, irritable bowel syndrome,
Mhm.
as well. So you get bloatedness as well.
Okay.
Because when you eat something, the body cannot identify what it is.
Mhm.
So that's why sometimes we get IBS as well.
All right. So this all happened when you collapsed on that day,
I've
right?
been having
After
food.
that,
Yeah,
right?
I've been having food problems since I can remember, 70s, 80s.
Okay.
But when you go GP, they tell you you're in denial. So I had to diagnose myself. Even now, I've
Mhm.
got to watch what I eat. I can't have takeaway. I can't have bread. I can't. A lot of things out there I can't have.
It's like gluten-free stuff you have to eat or something.
Food isn't the same as what it used to be many years ago.
All right.
When you look at the food, it's got so many preservative in it now,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
chemicals and
Right.
everything.
Right.
So a lot of people out there now is suffering from
Yeah.
eating disorder as well.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, because all these chemical preservatives to keep them a bit longer.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it don't work.
No, it doesn't work.
Not for me. So I have to avoid even fruits.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then, my sweetheart, how do you live on? Like, what do you live on then? You avoid everything you mentioned to me, bread, fruits, everything. Like,
I
so
al-
how do you eat? What your daily? So, to my lovely, lovely audience and listeners who are listening to us, you can call us and connect with us and answer ask any questions. And Pam is here to answer in relates to the thing what she's telling about the food intolerance,
yeah.
the disease, and how she has coped up with. She's a very strong lady. So you can call on our telephone lines, which is 0115 8411 800 or 0115 8411 900, or you can even WhatsApp on 073121399494, and you can even call on WhatsApp number. We are taking calls and we're taking messages as well. If you want to call and speak to Pam after a long time, she's here in studio, and you can ask any questions to her, and even if you want to ask how she's doing. So please do call. And Pam, I would really like you to share with our audience the food intolerance thing which you just mentioned, and how you have to cope up, and how you're managing those on day to day routine life, because your body needs some energy, some nutrition, some
Yeah,
minerals.
I'm
Yeah.
on my GP. I'm still on the city hospital. Yeah,
Okay.
for the weight loss and the food as well. So I've got milky drink, 40 sips.
All right.
Yeah, so it's got protein in it. So I take 4 of those like a bottle
Mm-hmm.
a day. Yeah, but
Okay.
even though I can't tolerate the milk, I
Mhm.
still have to. But I always said if I'm hungry,
Mhm.
I'll eat something, anything.
Mhm.
But at least I'll go on a full stomach.
Oh my God.
I got a full stomach. But I'm managing. And I got people who cook food for me in the Asian community.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
yeah. So that's human kindness as well.
Yeah, it's as you mentioned earlier, it's like you scratch mine and all, and you have to give respect and love, and you have been in community giving respect and love to everyone. So of course they care for you.
Yeah, and
This is how the careness and kindness works in this world.
but when you believe in God and you have faith,
Yes.
everything is possible.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
anything is possible because I got faith
Mhm.
in the Almighty to create it. Every morning, every day I take a breath is a blessing.
No doubt about it.
Even coming
Absolutely.
down the stairs, getting up in the morning is a
Yes.
blessing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So and I talk to God anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like
told me
yeah,
that. You
like
shared me that. You shared me.
like I'm talking to you. I talk to
Yes.
Jesus like I'm talking, even if I'm washing the place or the
Mm.
pots are cleaning, I'm talking to them. And I just imagine they're spiritual person, but they're laughing their head off. Here she comes again.
You shared with me this, and I remember, and I was so, delighted. Like, okay, if nobody, like people, like there are so many people who are lonely, and if talking to God, like you said, God, and for us it is Allah. Like I also do sometimes, but the way you were telling me, it was something exciting. You shared me some experience that they are laughing, and you feel like they are responding to your
They
thing.
do respond. Just because you can't see them, we got a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're almighty. So
Yes.
they know what's in our heart long before
Hmm.
we do. Even walking on the street, I'm talking to them. And if I've got big issues or some issues,
Hmm.
I pray and I ask Jehovah, I'm handing over my problem, the issues to
To you.
them and
Oh.
ask them to deal with it for me.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Mashallah, subhanallah. Actually, honestly, what you're saying is in we actually as Muslims also have such belief. And but I want to share that, like as a Muslim, we do have a belief, but I don't know in this routine life, in this, this generation, how it is going, the fast forward, the fast paced generation. People don't realize sometimes this. The important thing which is mentioned to us in Quran also, when you have problems, you have sorrow heart, you have depressing heart, and you have a lot of distress in life, just put it in hands of your God and
yes.
Allah,
Mm.
and you just pray that you will handle my problems, you'll take care of them.
And it
And
does,
I'm
they
yes,
do, yeah. But you don't expect it to happen straight away,
you're right.
and you have to keep talking and praying, and with prayer is powerful. Even
Mm.
walking from here to the shop, I'm talking to them like people
Mm.
might think I'm a bit mental,
No,
which I
I'm
don't.
just imagining it's not mental, but you are sharing something very nice, and I must say very a point which has been God loves it. Honestly, God loves these kind of things which you're sharing with our audience. So just share with us, what do you talk to the God when you're walking on the road to the shop?
Yeah, I do. Thank him for my life. Thank him for when I look at the trees and everything else.
Mhm,
And if I got any issues or I know anybody's got any issues, I
mhm,
talk to them to give me the strength of how to deal with the issues.
mhm.
Or I like to look after elderly people as well.
Mashallah,
You know,
mashallah,
'cause I used to be a carer,
Mhm.
yeah, looking after elderly. And even now, because some of them is so lonely at home, I say to them that I'll come and visit. But
Jazakallah.
yeah,
You know that I believe in this because you just now mentioned, because you said you are being taking care of elderly, and you are so kind hearted, and you take care of all the elder peoples, and you were as a home carer also. So when you had the issue that night, somebody came, and you never know, because in books of Allah and God, every good deed is recorded.
yeah,
It's
mhm,
recorded.
yeah.
And when you are in need of something, he will send something, an angel in disguise, somebody to help you out. That's what my belief is.
And it's happening to me at the moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really happening to me. It's like I said to you, I went in for an operation at the
Mm-hmm.
Queen's Medical in on the 10th of August.
Uh-huh.
And the when they explain what the procedure is, I have to say no. I need to think about it because it was too much for me to
Yeah.
take in. But the staff them at the both hospital or anywhere, members of the public are abusing the staff.
Really?
Yeah. They shout at the staff them in the hospital.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're all human beings. Yeah.
Yes.
When you go for your appointment or you go to the E&E, it's no point to abuse the staff.
You're right.
Yeah. But they do. They will throw chairs. They will do this. They will hit out.
That's
That is,
serious.
yeah, it's that serious. It is serious. in working in any environment, even in the shops them these days, is serious. But when we go for your health, let's start respecting the nurses, the doctors, the carer.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because when I was in the hospital, I made my own bed.
Wow.
I even cleaned my own the sink.
That's why I tell you, you are a strong
Yeah.
lady.
So instead of waiting for the cleaners to come and clean the room, I do it myself because I can see how busy they are as well. So this is how I get permission from them to talk about the NHS. So I had to go through channel as well.
It's really, I don't have words. I'm speechless, Pam. You were doing all these things when you were sick in the hospital. And, and it's really sad to hear that you're telling me about the people who were throwing chairs on the nurses and all. So, just a
They
question.
got so many security guard now in the hospital.
So this is how they
That's
are.
how things
This is the
bad now.
actions they have taken to
Yeah,
protect the nurses.
yeah, to protect the staff.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's so bad, and things going to get worse because you get drugs addict, you get alcohol,
Yeah.
you get people who's going through domestic violence and all these, you know. So we need to respect the NHS. And the other thing we're talking to God about, yeah, when you look at the world, the way the world is, we're supposed to appreciate what we have got. Yeah, you look in America, you don't get free treatment. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Here we go there. Yeah. In America or most places, you have to pay for it, insurance. So let's respect
Yes, absolutely.
the NHS, no
You're
matter where
right.
you are.
You're right.
Respect the staff because they're not there to be abused or shout at because they got family of their own. And then the work environment is so stressful as well.
Yeah.
And then you're going home to your family. Yeah, it's a bit much. So let's start giving.
Yes, you're absolutely right. The point you have raised here, because they are also human,
Yes.
and they're going extra miles, taking care not just of you. There are so many patients in the hospital, and they have to see and take care of all the patients according to their needs.
Yes. Yeah.
So we need to consider that also. I know people sometimes they go rigid and the patients get, as you mentioned, there are sometimes alcoholic people and all. So they get rigid and they throw their tantrums, I must
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Like a child.
Like a
Yeah.
child. Tantrums on those nurses. But we should really consider the fact which you have brought to our knowledge, because NHS, instead of complaining all the time, we should see what NHS is doing a remarkable job with the constraints, with the limitations,
Yeah.
with shortage of staff and all. Still, they are looking into the needs of the majority of people, because
But
I can see most of the people are just complaining.
but that's how people is doing these days, complaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of and if you look at the way the world is at the moment,
Yeah.
a lot of people got no respect
Mhm.
for each other anymore. We have no love.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's people out there, good and bad.
Mhm.
Yeah. All over the world.
Yeah.
You know, so we need to start as a human being. I'm supposed to go on a break now, yeah?
No, we still have time. And what I could see within this, short span, you have given a lot of good messages to the audience. If the people are listening and taking seriously, because somewhere or another, we forget all these things, all the teachings, all the kindness act, and all the humanity things. Sometimes when we are in either on frustration
Mhm.
peak or on your sickness when you're high peak, so you get so frustrated, so irritated, that you forget all these deeds of kindness and acts. So the points which you're highlighting is very good,
Oh,
and
thank
we
you.
need should, yeah, of course, because and the need, of course, for the kindness and the concern for the NHS staff also is
Yes.
very important. And I'm really
And
glad, I'm
also
surprised.
the ambulance crew as well.
Mm,
Yeah. Because the first thing we're doing is phoning 999. Yeah,
Yeah.
ambulance.
yeah.
And can you imagine in the back of the ambulance when people get out of control? Again, the staff,
Mhm.
they get abused. We don't need to do that because we don't know what we got until it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at a lot of the shops, them now they're closing down. Yeah. Or they haven't got much in there. Let's look at if we haven't got the NHS, what would we do?
Point. Point to be noted, my lord. The
Yeah.
point is to be noted. Yes, if you don't have NHS, what we will do?
I feel I haven't got your GP because some people, if and my GP has been very good as well. You know, they support me as well. And even now, I still have to go for a checkup and everything else.
That's
Well,
good.
I've been working since I was
Yeah.
16 anyway.
Yeah. And you
So-
mentioned one more thing about NHS here that they were coming and paying you visits after once you were discharged from the hospital just to take care and look up and follow up on you, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's
they did.
something very extraordinary, I must say.
Mm.
I haven't seen in anywhere in the world. I don't know. Maybe in some part of the world it's still happening, but I haven't heard this in our part of the world. When I talk about, the countries, the South Asian subcontinent
Yeah.
countries, and the other countries, the African, they don't do this. They don't go and see people in the hospitals. Sorry, for once the patient is discharged from the hospital, they don't go and follow up visits.
Mine does, the
Yes.
hospital does,
Yeah.
and even this month as well.
Yeah, I would like to share because you know why I have experience. My mom was in the hospital when she was discharged. They were paying follow up visits to check on that how
Yeah,
she is doing.
Yeah.
So this is they're very good and remarkable thing to do with this shortage of team, right?
And they're short of stuff just like
Yeah.
everywhere else anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know, we need to, even if we can support the NHS, even by go and do some voluntary work with them, because it's different culture is in the hospital.
Absolutely.
And just take some of the pressure off the doctors, the nurses, and everybody
Absolutely.
else.
You're
you
right.
know.
Yeah.
You know, then things might be, well, there's going to be a time that we won't have an NHS
Mhm.
because people are abusing the system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really abusing it. And this is my imagination.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a good imagination, you know. As you say.
No, you have got very good imagination, and you make serious things into a good joyful conversation. That's the best thing about you. I love it.
Yeah, you know, if I was a
It's a
sick,
really serious thing which I've gone through, and you're talking about a very serious subject, and you're making it in a very joyful, thingy for our audience, for listeners to understand
but
the
I'm
point.
alive.
Yes,
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah,
yeah,
Alhamdulillah, by
and
grace
thank
of
the
God.
Lord for
Yeah.
that as well. Yeah, and that's why I haven't really been here, because even with my leg, I've got black arteries. Yeah,
God,
remember?
my God.
Yeah, we're meant to go and have an operation on, and when they tell me what's involved, this is what it says.
I want to,
This is something different
Yes,
again
yes.
from when I was in hospital.
You have shared with me about this in a separate note, but I want our audience, our listeners who are listening, maybe some of them are not aware of this, what you're mentioning about the blocked arteries, about the legs. Can you just tell a little bit more if you are not hesitant and if it's okay with you?
You're getting brave, ain't you?
It's up to you. Up to you.
Oh, you're getting very. Are you interrogating me?
No.
Ah, right, that's it now.
No, I just want people to listen. What is some people must be not knowing what is the legs, what is this issue, and they don't know how to deal with it. They
And-
must be suffering from it, but they don't know how to deal and handle and cope up with it.
You see, the issue is we don't talk. We don't talk about issues. Yeah, we buckle things up.
Right.
A lot, no matter what part of the world you're from, we buckle things up. It's like we don't want somebody else to know what is going on.
Yeah.
I know about my black artery in my foot and my knee, and it's been like that because years ago, about 10 years ago, I had a nail run in my foot. Yeah, and I didn't do nothing about it. So over the years, I walk on my foot and I could feel like it's still running in. So over that, I think that's what blocked the artery. Drinking straw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine putting some oil or something what would thicken it up that nothing can move
Right,
in it?
right.
So that's what is happening. And if you put water in a balloon,
Right.
yeah, and you tie the balloon and squeeze the balloon, you can see the water is evilly floating, isn't it?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So it moving up and down. with my leg, there's nothing. So even when I walk, it would take me about nearly an hour from here to walk where the tram stop is. So it's walk and stop, walk and stop.
Oh my
So
God.
people will see me and I'm doing things and they think I'm okay. And so that's why I went in August for the block artery.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
So
why I always say that you are such a brave and strong woman. I'm getting a call. I will take a call.
that's all right.
Yeah. Just 1 second.
Is it the phone?
Hello. 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 Assalamu alaikum. All right. I'm just going to connect you here. We are having some issue. I was having some issue with connecting to the call. May I know who's calling? Your name, please. And
So my name is Namana Ahmed.
hi, Namana. How are you doing, dear? 1 minute, Namana.
Another one of my adopted daughter.
Not too bad. How are you guys?
I'm just putting you on speaker. Hello? Hello? Some problem with it. Nimana, I think just 1 minute. There's some. Hello, Nimana. The call has dropped. Actually, we are having some issue. Can you call on the WhatsApp call? We are having an issue on the call, and I think I have to restart that, and I don't have the time, sweetheart. Can you call on a WhatsApp number for the listeners? Okay, if Nimana is listening, I will wait for her call.
Have to reset. I never ever go back to that again. Say I gotta get up and get on my way. Leave the negativity way behind me. Sometimes it seems that we gotta lose it all before we can see that nothing lasts forever. Risk it all for love. Love is from above.
Hello. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Vamos pa'lante, la vida es lo mejor sin ponerle interrogante. Vamos pa'lante, mi gente pa'lante. La vida es lo mejor sin ponerle interrogante. Siempre real y sincero. Y sincera es la música, no se detiene. Siempre real y sincero. Sincera la música, no se detiene.
Sometimes it seems that we just gotta lose it all before.
Hello. I'm sorry. We were having some problem with the telephone lines and the call has dropped. And Nimana was calling. She is also one of our presenter, a very lovely presenter. Everyone knows her. And I'm getting a call again. I'll connect to her. Hi, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम सलाम जी कैसे हैं आप
मैं ठीक ठाक आप कौन बोल रहे हैं अपना नाम बताइए सबसे पहले
जी मेरा नाम मकबूल है
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मकबूल साहब कैसे हैं खैरियत से आई एम गेटिंग अनदर कॉल एज जी जी बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक we have Pam in the studio hello
शुक्रिया थैंक यू
yes you want to say something
I just want to say about that our fellow Muslims in a number of countries they are having hard time just if we can collectively pray for them and remember them in our prayers.
sure why not
Another thing
yes
that I want to say is that one of the, I mean, our organizations and our mosques, they have a responsibility to have memorable or basically programs to let people know that what is going on with their fellow Muslims, and so these organizations and these mosques, they need to make the community aware.
Yes,
what
you're right,
is going
right,
on
Makbul Saab. Thank you for the message. We are having the empathy hour and with Pam also right now, the show. And if you have any message for her, you were listening to the show. I think the call has dropped. No, you.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
I think the call has dropped, and I'm getting another call. I'll take that call. Hello, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Hi, who is this?
Namana Ahmed.
Hi, Nimana. How are you? We just got disconnected earlier. We got another call in between. And I know, like other listeners, our lovely listeners, you have been missing Pam as well. Right?
Have you ever been,
Yeah.
have you ever been into a room in Amman? We just did
We have. Remember on the 14th of August. But I have listened to your shows as well. Nimana, yes, you want to say something? Actually, we had another call in between, but today the telephone lines, we are having some technical issue. So it will not be so very clear. Yeah.
Tech difficulties always.
Yeah. Want to say something? You're on speaker on the mic now, on air.
Hello, Pam.
Hi, gorgeous. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm
Thank you so
fine.
much.
I must put my hand up. I should have ring you, but I couldn't use my right arm.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, so I was having problem with my arm as well. I have to go physio as well. I couldn't use it. I couldn't lift it. You know, I think it's putting all this weight on.
Weight on, you have lost weight, Pam.
So is the
7
family?
stone is not.
Why don't you just rub it in a bit more? Nimona, will you please tell this young lady? Is she still, are you still there?
Yeah, she's there. Romana, are you there?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's there.
Well, it's more than one. I can hear quite a few. Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
So is the family okay?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, all right. What did you want to talk to me about?
Just to see how you've been up to. Because I know everyone's been missing you.
Oh, thank you. No, I've been poorly, sweetheart. I couldn't even use my arm and anything else, not even hold a pen. But, you know, as I said, with the help of Jehovah, everything is fine. I'm not 100%, but, you know, I'm getting there. But I will meet up with you soon when I land in my private jet.
Oh, bless you, Pam.
Yeah.
See, you should always have big dreams.
Nothing is your dreams.
Big dreams, strong woman, brave woman, strong willpower.
I tell you
Name
what,
it.
I'll come and know a show.
Yeah.
Would you like me to come on your show?
She wants to come on your, yeah, definitely. Namana would love to.
definitely, yeah.
All right, I'll arrange it. I got your number.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say to the audience, Namana? And thank you for your call. I know you have been, like everyone and all the listeners who are fan of Pam has been missing her. So you want to share anything else?
No,
Now, when me and you meet up, we share it together, yeah?
All right. Okay.
We go and play football.
All right. That's great. Good idea. That's what Happy Empathy Hour is for.
Yeah, thanks, darling, and I'll
Thank
give
you.
you a ring soon, yeah?
Thank you for your call, and I'm sorry we have technical issue. So the call is not very clear, Namana. Take care. Take care. Thank you for your call. Thank you, sweetheart.
The other person that I haven't really spoken to is Anne Maureen.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you know, because I couldn't use my arm and everything else.
Mhm.
Remember, couldn't hold a grip. So, they're sending me for X-ray to see what is going on with my shoulder and my arm as well.
My God,
I am
what?
falling for bits, but I'm still
But still,
going.
you're strong. As I mentioned, brave, strong lady. You are stronger than any athlete, any sports person, you know?
I wasn't able to run very far though.
You, mashallah. And, and the best part is, Pam, which I was just listening to all those things and admiring that you stay alone and you manage all your things by yourself.
Sometime in life, I got no choice. I can easily give up
Yeah.
and then, can't be bothered or stay home, feel sorry for myself and get depressed.
Hmm.
So I thought, no, if it take me 10 years to come down the stairs, I'll go do something.
And it needs a lot of courage as well, to have that kind of stamina, that willpower, and to handle the things. And I was really, kind of very impressed, I must say, and admiring it when you mentioned that you were in the hospital and you were sick yourself, and you were caring about the nurses because other peoples were doing wrong things to them for NHS nurses, and you were making your own bed, and you were even washing the sink, you said.
Yeah, because
So,
you're sitting there, when you go, you visit, they're sitting there, depending on staff, even though that's what the staff's supposed to be,
yeah.
not supposed to supporting with.
Hmm.
And instead of me sitting in a chair looking around the four corners, I even ask them for the Hoover. Yeah, for me
Yeah.
to become used to doing things,
Yes.
not staying there feeling sorry for myself. But they've been fantastic in the Queen's Medical Center and the City Hospital.
Yeah.
So when I go up there, when I go reception, I wind them up a little bit, have a good laugh.
That's good.
And because sometimes, but just talking and having a good laugh relieve a lot of stress as well.
True.
So I'm very proud that we have got a NHS where we can go, but we need to respect the staff them.
Absolutely.
We need to be grateful for what we got, because if I was running the hospital, or even with my GP surgery, they're very good there as well.
Right.
Very good staff. If I was running a big organization like that and people come and they don't behave themselves, I would give them a red card.
I told you, you're a true sportswoman.
Yeah, I would give them. You go to the emergency, the hospital. You go there
Yeah.
to support and get
Yeah.
looked after, not to go and abuse this stuff. I would give them a red card.
That's
And if they ask me what the red card for, I say you're banned for 6 months. Yeah.
blacklist. That's kind of blacklist. I'll blacklist that.
Well, a footballer, if they don't behave themselves, they get a
Yeah.
yellow card,
Yeah.
or they get,
Oh.
I got a funny feeling the hospital might do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only thinking again. So apart from that, we
Yeah.
must be respectful, be grateful, because eventually it's not going to be there.
But it's a very excellent message, a deep and a very good message which you're conveying right now to everyone, whoever is listening to this
Yeah.
show on air. That you have to care and for the people, you have to respect the people, especially the NHS staff, and you can't be abusive to it. It's name it, and anyone in the person, even if you're a shopkeeper or neighbor or driver, don't look them at low. But with the frustration when you're in, especially when you mentioned in the hospital, you're frustrated with your sickness, you're frustrated of being alone, you're frustrated of managing things, and that fear is there also,
Yeah, it
that
is.
that sickness where I'm gonna head to, and when you're abusing those staff who's taking care of you. So this is a very good and a deep message. If people could understand the message of kindness,
Yes.
respecting, love, and this is the main message of our show as well, empathy.
Yeah, I'll try and get some.
Empathy means, and this is what our God has conveyed from Allah, has conveyed from our book. Quran also says that our prophets, whoever have come in this world, also has mentioned time to time the similar messages. But I hope the people in this world right now, which is going on, which is very materialistic, could understand this.
'Cause
Yeah.
when you look at the world and the way it's going now, you see flooding, people is dying
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything else. And some of them hasn't got the health center to go to. They haven't got GP. They haven't got food. So we
Absolutely.
must be
In the
grateful,
world, yeah.
and thankful for what we got.
Yeah, I think the gentleman who's called got disconnect was trying to give the similar message that everywhere in the world people are dying and all. And you're right, there are no hospitals, no nurses properly, and we should pray to God, and we should be extending some hands and
But
support.
yeah, sometimes some people say, "Why am I praying to God? Nothing never get done." God don't work that way. Yeah, He don't work that way. You're gonna pray to Him who need a new car, and you expect to get car. That's material things. He's
Yeah.
not into those type of thing. So when you look at it, the world is
Excellent thing which you have mentioned just now. Excellent, because you're right. You don't, if you keep on praying and you said, oh, I'm praying for a car and I'm not getting it right away, this is not
not what
not
the
a,
Lord want to
yeah.
hear. Is not what you want.
Yes.
Material things. But when I look at the world and see what's happening in the world,
Mm.
I do pray and ask the Almighty, hang on, what do I do? It's like I want to go out there to help them, to do my bit as well. But you got the flood, you got war going on, you got
Yes.
this, and you got grieving family here as well. They can't get to see their family.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I do respect you, and from my heart and from Jehovah's heart as well, I'm sending this message. Things will work out. Things will, but not in our time.
Not instant. Like it's not you just
Yes.
pray now, you get up from your prayer mat and you want things to be done. God is not, I'm sorry, I want to say He is Allah. He wants something from you, and He is putting you in test and trials and tribulations. He is not Aladdin's genie, or it's not a lamp, or
Yeah.
that you get up from your prayer mat and you want the things to be done, and it should be done. It's a very, very, very valid messages. If everyone is listening to me, the listeners, whoever is on air, tune into our Radio Dawn 107.6 FM right now. You're listening to Happy Empathy Hour with Pam, and it's me, Mashal, today. Unexpectedly, it's not really mostly
But you're enjoying it.
I'm really loving it, not
Yeah.
enjoying, loving it with you, Pam. I love always conversations with you, and it's always Maham with you, but it's today me with you. And if anyone else wants to call, Nimana has called and Mr. Makbul has called. If anyone else wants to call and speak to Pam, she's after a long time in the studio. You can call on our telephone line 0115 8411 800, 0115 8411 900. We still have few minutes to go. It's 3:49 and our show will end up at 4 o'clock. So anyone else wants to say anything to Pam can call and say,
Another minute. What about you?
yeah, what about me?
They can,
What?
they can phone and talk to you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
People down on positivity.
Positive. Yeah, your track, see, positive.
My eyes on
We got to be positive.
Strong woman.
What about you?
So you're conveying all those good messages today to everyone. Positive, strong women, and all respect, kindness, love, and how you have to approach to your Lord.
Well,
or
you're
Allah.
doing very well, because this is the first show me you ever done, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And you relax, and we're
Yes.
laughing. No matter
Yeah.
how bad things are, we're making our
Yeah.
listeners smile as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Even though I'm leaving home,
Mhm.
I'm going to get my own red carpet out.
You're planning holidays somewhere abroad. I know, right? But very, very valid messages, very important messages, and good messages what she has put across. And if we, tie the knots of those messages in our head, mind, and everywhere,
Positive
it's
thinking.
positive
Yeah,
thinkings, a strong woman, I must say, and I really admire her for her strength, what she has, in spite of so many trials, tribulations, being alone, and facing this kind of health issues.
Oh,
It's not easy.
It's like my oldest
And
son.
still, you make everyone laugh. Whenever I meet Pam, that's the best part I have noticed with so many things. Whenever she talks to or speaks to anyone, she makes brings a smile on your face.
Thank you. And with my oldest son as well, he's got kidney problem.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so he's only got like one kidney left as well. So I've got to deal with that as well. As I said, I leave everything in the Almighty, because at the moment we got health profession here.
May Allah bless you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I'm all right. I'm still here.
Mhm.
I'm going out in a little while to cause a bit of trouble. Not trouble.
You're not a trouble. You know
Yeah,
that.
because I like to talk to everybody,
Yeah.
even no matter what background you are. Yeah.
Yes.
So sometimes people get lonely,
True.
and just to say hello, are you all right, can
Yes.
make a big difference. So no matter what faith you are, no matter what color you are, if I see somebody, even elderly people or more, or the
Mm.
kids, them, are you all right? Do you need anything? I just
Yeah.
stand there, talk to them.
Yes,
Because
just as
sometimes that's all we need as well, just
yes,
somebody to
just a
talk
small
to.
act of kindness, talking with just it's just a matter of kindness. You can't be strangers, or you can't show your love and respect everything to them, but just a small gesture of kindness
Yeah.
matters a lot to everyone. Even in the morning when I see, sometimes I'm walking, some people have a habit, they just say good morning
Yes, they do.
and with a smile.
And you find someone, you say morning, good morning, they look at you like say you something dropped out of space. Yeah. They look, oh, do I know you? It's polite. It's
Yeah,
polite.
it's polite. You're not
Yeah.
an alien out of space. That's perfect. Yeah.
Especially in my community. Sometimes you say hello to some, they look at you, do I know you? And I thought,
Oh my God.
no.
That's really.
But it's happening all over the world.
Yeah, you're true. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's happening no matter where you go. Yeah. So we only appreciate things when it's not there.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Well, one more thing. Have you
Yep.
noticed a lot of these shops they're closing now?
Yeah, yeah. Why? What is the reason? Have you noticed?
Because you notice a lot of the shops
Yes.
all over. And you go in some of the shops, they already got anything in them.
I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, no, not sale or what it is. What is the reason? No
A lot of
businesses
them, people hasn't got the money. Some of people hasn't got the money. So they're
to
struggling.
run their businesses.
No, even me and you. Yeah. Talking in general.
No, I
Yeah,
got.
a lot of people now, they're struggling,
Yeah.
like financially and everything else. So,
It's such a sad thing in this world, and of course, yes, because you need money to run your life. Of course, everyone needs money.
yeah, but the way things are now, you know, ship they they just had to ship them what delivering the goods as well. They was on strike, weren't they? The
Mhm.
cargo ships, so it's gonna take a while to get something to deliver all over the world at the moment, and the price is going to go up. So if you got elderly family, elderly mothers, or family, look after them, please. If they can't get out to go and get milk or bread or something, be kind. Knock on doors. Do you need anything? If you got family, all right, mom, I'll take you out to do the shopping, but look after your elderly relatives, uncles, or anybody who needs it.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you're right. The messages which you have conveyed right now, are very important messages, and I hope people get those messages. The act of kindness, respect to the NHS staff and team. They are doing a real hard work instead of complaining.
Even taxi
Yeah,
driver.
even
because,
taxi
Yeah,
drivers.
because they get
Yeah,
abused as
any
well.
people who
Yeah.
offer you services.
Yeah.
And NHS is, of course, which you have experienced, is a very big, of course, a big, name
Yeah.
and big services they are providing. NHS care, NHS hospital nurses, doctors. It's a big team, and they are sometimes okay. You face some issues, and all people start complaining because of the understaff or something or some reasons. But we need to see and understand they are catering so many people. They are
Yeah, and also they got issue of their own. They're only human being.
Yes.
They have to go home to their family. They got kids, and when we go there, we're stressing them out. They're working more overtime and
Yeah.
everything. So let's appreciate the NHS.
Yes.
You know.
In fact, let's appreciate everyone.
Everything. Being
Everything.
alive.
Yes, being alive, as you mentioned. When I get up in the morning and see the day, it's a blessing from my Allah. as you said, your Lord, my Allah, it's a blessing. Every day we open our eyes
Mhm.
and we see a new day and we see ourselves healthy, live, moving around, doing our things. It's Alhamdulillah, we should say.
Yeah, the first
Just
thing I do, is in the morning look at the trees behind the house with the birds and the squirrel and everything. And I thought, yeah, because they're nature, and I just stand there watching them. And when they're flying all over the pigeon.
yeah.
Yeah. Next time you see me, I'm
Uh-huh.
going to have a hut on. Yeah, I'm going to put some bread or bird seed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm going to stand
Okay.
in the Riverine in Bowo. Yeah, and let the pigeon land on my head.
You think that only one pigeon will land on your
That's
head?
your point.
No.
I'm going to be called a pigeon woman.
My God. You think only one pigeon will land on your head if you will put bird food on your head and you walk
Yeah,
around?
I'm also going to put it on my arm and just walk.
You can't imagine how many birds and what all kind of birds would land on.
That's okay. I'm the bird lady.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you're bad influence on me,
No, I'm just thinking your imagination is so vivid. It goes beyond. Nobody can even think about it. I do, I love birds. And my mother, actually, it came from my mother. She loved birds. So she has a habit of putting always food for the birds in a pot and water, always.
Yeah.
And it's from long time when I was young, I'm seeing that. And it's eventually has come into me. I love taking some food for the birds. But this is something
Can you ask your mom?
beyond my
Yeah.
imagination, putting a hat on your head and
Can you ask your mom something for me?
Sure.
Because she like to feed the birds and give them. I wonder if she'll come and join me.
No, how she will join you? You're putting a hat on your head and standing. All the birds will be landing on
Yeah,
you.
but if
She
you-
can come and put some bird food
No,
on your
it's-
hat.
No, Mena is going to be the bird lady.
She will come and put some food in your hat.
You're going to be grounded when you get home because you
I'm sure. I
encourage.
hope no, she's not listening. Okay, it's time to wind up, and we have a time for break, and then we have Asr Azan after some time. We'll say time to say bye to Pam, and thank you for coming after a long time. I really missed this laughter with you, and I thoroughly enjoyed, Pam. So hope to see you next time. I think the people who are listening and your listeners must have missed this laughter also. So anything you want to say to the audience before we leave?
Yeah, I'm back now, but there's no guarantee I can be here every week. Yeah,
I know
can
because of
do
your
it.
health. Yeah.
No, not so much my health. Depends on the weather as well.
Yeah, you're right.
So we can still do it over the phone.
Yeah, you're
And
absolutely.
you remember I was telling you about my hairs as well?
Yeah. I remember.
So
And definitely I'm also not every week, also sometimes. So whenever it's feasible for both of us, we will work it out. Or if Maham is back.
I missed her and I haven't spoken
really
to
missed her
Anne
too.
Marie.
Yeah.
I gotta give Anne Marie a ring, but because I couldn't hear anything or
Yeah.
hold it, everything. But I'm here now anyway. So
Thank you
once
so
again,
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I really love you. And thank you for making us time for all of us and sharing such good experiences with us, which is very valid for the people if they understand.
Oh, they understand.
Yes.
I don't understand either.
You have to make everything into a joyful thing. Okay, so with this happy moment, happy laughing smiling Pam, we just want to say goodbye to our audience and hope to see you soon. Thank you
And
for
take
listening
care.
us and enjoy and take care. I had a good laugh. I hope you all had a good laugh as well. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye
take
everyone.
care.
Bye Pam. Take care.
I'm sad. I'm not sure, darling, but we'll figure it out.
The Open Kitchen is a space to turn to for everyone in need. A warm smile and a hot